Good morning. Last time I said I'll be back in a few days, and now it's taken me 2 weeks. Um, yeah, I'd mentioned that it was kind of a kickstart, and yeah, little did I know that the wild ride wasn't over. So I've been thinking of how to even describe this, like what picture to paint in order to somehow convey what this feels like. But yeah, it's a bit difficult, but let me give it a try. One picture that came up for me is a bit like being in a swamp, uh, kind of in quicksand, and no matter what you do, you're just stuck. And the more you move, the more you struggle, the more suffocating it becomes. And then out of nowhere, suddenly a rope comes towards you out of nowhere, right? I mean, very likely. So you just grab that thing and it starts pulling and you feel like, oh God, this is just gonna pull me apart. But you manage to actually get out. And then the wild ride starts, but you're still being pulled over swamp. So if you let go, you're just gonna sink into the next damn quicksand thing, pit. So now the question is, how long can I hold on to this thing before falling apart, and when is it safe to let go? So maybe, yeah, that's my that's my attempt at somehow painting a picture of my last 2 weeks. Um, yeah, and also another picture is that finding a patch that is safe to land, like not to get dragged on too far, but also not letting go too early, because there's only these safe patches in between. And then the moment you land on a safe patch, well, then some forces conspire and either try to push you back into quicksand or tempt you or something. Well, uh, I know it sounds a bit dramatic, but that's what it's felt like, really, like. And in the midst of all of this, I'm like I'm smiling and laughing also, because in the midst of all of it, I'm teaching, right? Like I'm being this basically a space holder for other people. So even though physically this system is just being shaken back and forth, I'm holding other people energetically in their, well, roller coaster of learning a language, for example. So yeah, and I think it sounds probably quite counterintuitive, but as I mentioned in my last video, I always experience it like that. The moment I sit down to teach, it's as if the universe kind of puts the plug in for that amount of time and says, okay, you need to do this. Well, there goes your energy. I mean, we give you energy. Yeah. That's why I'm right now, and it feels like, okay, back on track. Back on track. Yeah, coming back to that picture of that rope pulling me, it feels like I've let go. There's a path in front of me, and it doesn't feel as if I'm getting pushed off the whole time anymore. I don't know whether you can relate to that, but literally the last few days, it's felt as if there's these invisible forces that just do everything in their power to prevent me from doing the things that I promised myself I will do, namely, yeah, the exercises and the way I eat and the meditation and all these things. So, and it's so beautiful and so reassuring also to just keep at it, keep at it, keep at it, and at some point it's as if, oh, okay, now it feels like it's smooth again. So I don't know what that is. I don't know how you experience that, but I've seen that again and again, that I don't know, sometimes patches are just so bumpy and it feels like it's absolutely impossible, and it's just a stumbling and stumbling, and then suddenly the sky clears again. I hope you're all well. This much for the day, and I shall be back sooner this time. Big hug.